I can't believe I'm at BJ's funeral. I told him I didn't need to see that Pfadhammer trick, but it sure was funny the first time. Drove those nails halfway into the wall. But then BJ thought he could fit more nails without the condom. He could, but we ran out of nails.
Excuse me, did you know the deceased?
You mean BJ Titzenbier? Yeah, you could say Mike Hawk knew BJ Titzenbier. You could say Mike Hawk loved BJ Titzenbier. There wasn't anything Mike Hawk wouldn't do for BJ Titzenbier.
So you're Mike Hawk. My brother told me so much about you.
BJ mentioned Mike Hawk? I'm glad he would talk about Mike Hawk when I wasn't around.
Not just yours. Everybody's.
Excuse me. When are they going to serve the beer?
This is a funeral. They don't serve beer.
Well, the sign out front says Titzenbier tonight.
Okay, so that explains why there's so many straight guys here.
BJ never told me your name.
Dick. Dick my ass.
Pleased to meet you, Dick my ass.
Just one Dick.
Hey, me too, but why'd you change your last name?
Titzenbier!
I invited that stranger to have a walk outside for a chat, and I explained a few details he didn't have at first. I started by telling him a little bit about Mike Hawk. Then I explained that BJ was a German and had that name, Titzenbier, and that someone had misspelled the sign. I couldn't tell him much about Dick. We'd just met. But he was very interested in how the Pfadhammer trick worked, at least until it came to loading the nails. I lose at least half the people who ask me about that at loading the nails.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hawk. Now, where were we?
Call me Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk was asking why BJ was a Titzenbier and you're a Myaz.
Well, Mike Hawk, our...
That's one Mike there, Dick.
Right. Our papa was a Rolling Stone.
Wow. I would have never have guessed it. Which one? Beach didn't seem to know any good rock tunes. I would think if Mick or Keith or Ronnie was your old man, you might know something.
No, not an old white guy from England.
Oh, so you mean like a Temptation or a Pip. Do you know Gladys Knight?
You have it all wrong, Mr. Hawk.
Mike Hawk's not sure who you think you're calling him wrong. But if Mike Hawk was you, he'd choose the next string of words very carefully.
Who would?
They would. You see, if I, Mike Hawk, were you, Dick Myaz, that would be a third individual in this scenario. Like Mike Myaz Dick, or Dick Mike Hawk, or Dick Hawk, or even Droopy Ballsack.
I am looking for Mike Hawk. Has anyone seen Mike Hawk? I really need Mike Hawk. If only I could find Mike Hawk.
Finally, some tits.
Mr. Bish, over here.
By the way, since I am divorcing, I've started using my maiden name again.
You don't say.
No, you don't say. You call me Sabitch because you don't know my maiden name.
Sure I do. Mike Hawk knows a lot of things. Mike Hawk, through a series of investigated pokes and prods, has found that you were born Beatnitov.
That's very good. It's rare that anyone gets to see Herman Beatnitov. I suppose you know now that I have not always been a beautiful French woman.
No, you were born in Russia, and your father named his newborn baby son Ivan.
Ivan Beatnitov?
You really have done your homework. I haven't heard Ivan Beatnitov in many years.
I had a long conversation with your cousin, Euban.
Oh, you've been Beatnitov?
Do you know Euban, Beatnitov?
No, we've never met, but neither have we. Dig my ass.
I don't even have one anymore.
Ivan Beatnitov, Dick Myaz, and Mike Hawk continue the conversation, but there is still a lot of unanswered questions. Like, what did Dick Myaz have against Titzenbier? Why Ivan Beatnitov came to be a French lady? Why is it that stranger is still here? But none of that was important right now. Mike Hawk had a paying customer. The French lady Ivan Beatnitov became. As luck would have it, Dick was looking for Mike Hawk because he had made a promise to BJ. So we made Mike Hawk and Myaz detective agency. We hired a sweet young broad named Ida Bangederharder, and she had a huge rack of melons.
Does Mike Hawk like my melons?
Let Mike Hawk feel those melons. Mike Hawk loves feeling big, ripe melons. They look delicious. Are they cantaloupes?
I also have honeydew and watermelon.
Things were getting out of hand. Mike Hawk couldn't keep up. There was so much information. Mike Hawk needed to think. Mike Hawk needed to figure out how Ivan Beatnitov turned into C. Herman Beatnitov. And with Beatnitov, how the duck plays into the scenario. That's why I asked for the melons. Because Ida Bangederharder could get Dick Myaz, and then Mike Hawk could work the stranger and get to Beatnitov.
I have finished compiling your notes from last week. You were right. I found my ass Beatnitov. The stranger all over them.
Thanks. Now you'll get to Dick Myaz and set the meeting for early this afternoon. While you do that, I'm going to swing by the house, feed my little Dickie, and catch 40 winks. Mike Hawk is beat.
So will I get Mike Hawk up for the Dick Myaz appointment later?
Call sooner if you find you've been beating it off.
What now? Right now? 4 lines in, I'm already having it in a monologue? I thought there would be reverb. That might be added in post. Who really knows? This job's gonna be pretty great. My cock and my ass is gonna be huge. We just need to run down where the duck fits in. I think my cock needs to spend some time with family Beatnitov while my ass takes on the stranger.
Lady. Hey, lady. Are you okay?
Hey, this is a waiting room. Maybe you could wait for me to finish my monologue?
Look, this fella gave me his card the other night for this address. Told me, come down here and see him. Kick my ass.
Well, that's different. You just give me a moment, and I'll see if I can get you into kick my ass right away.
I'll just take a seat if it's okay.
I'm Dick. Take my ass. And you are the stranger. Is that right?
No, Dick. It's pronounced they stranger.
That's just one dick.
Sure, if you stand all the way over there.
You people are exhausted. What Dick is trying to get at is, what do you know about the duck? And why did you show up to mourn Titzenbier?
Yeah, all of that shit she said.
All right. Truth is...
Find out next week on Mike Hawk, P.I.